Hi guys, it's Patricia from Yarny Cat Crochet. We're getting ready to have fall, and I know every single one of my followers out there and anybody happen to stop by who's into yarn is already making those fall shawls and cardigans and hats and mittens and gloves. Oh my! It's so exciting, and I can't wait to see everything that everybody makes. So if you have a channel, post it. Also, if you follow me and you have a channel, for some reason, last group live thing that Crochet Rocks had, a lot of people subscribed to me, but it didn't notify me of every single one. I found out later when they commented on my videos that they were new subscribers, so I clicked on over to their channels and subscribed. So if you're a crafter and you've subscribed and I haven't subscribed back, please make a comment so I can click on your name and check you out. My son says there's a way to check it, and he just found his on his channel. So I'm gonna get on there and look at that later. But yeah, I was a little not necessarily upset, but concerned that I wasn't getting all the notifications. So anyway, this shawl, I've had it for, I want to say 2 years, but I don't remember exactly. So it's not a brand new crochet by any means, but it's my favorite shawl. So I was thinking, what are your all's favorite shawls? Do you have a favorite that you've made? I have an Instagram account. If you want to show off your shawls, you can message me in there and show me a photo. But this is my favorite one, and it is, I couldn't even tell you. I know it's Caron Simply Soft because it's been 2 years, and we got the last ones. As a matter of fact, some of them my mom bought off of I don't know if it was eBay or Amazon or whatever, but it was, there was very few, and we had to find enough to finish it because I like them long. This one goes back down my back, which I like. I like my shoulders to be covered, and where my elbows, which it does, but I didn't do it right. It covers my elbows when it's down, and it's all my favorite oranges. And okay, so this is like a peachier orange, and this is like a rust, and it has this like orange, like a sunset orange. Oh, it's so awesome, and it's so soft, and they get softer when you wash them. And I'm trying not to wash this with a bunch of stuff because I don't want it to get too fuzzy, like older crochet things sometimes do. I mean, they got that new anti-pilling yarn now that's, things don't get as roughed up when you wash things. And if you're careful, you can keep it looking new for a while. But this one is just, I'm going to be wearing it a lot more as soon as the weather gets cooler. I can wear it in here because I have the air conditioner on. But anyway, so yeah. So this is a triangle shawl, granny square. I like the wraps too a lot, but this one was easy, and I learned how to do it, I think, from Bag O' Day. I could be wrong, but I think it was her video. But I think it's just a standard granny square shawl. I think everybody probably has made one at some point or another. But so yeah, let me look at my notes here. Yep. So if you want to show me your shawl, or if you just want to talk in the description about what kind of yarn you used and what colors, I can imagine what it looks like, and everybody can know. Maybe you have a certain hook you used to make it, or whatever. Or maybe you have a memory of making one for your grandma. I've made my grandma a couple of shawls. She's in her I want to say mid 80s. I can't remember exactly, but everybody in my family married young, and so my son, that's his great grandmother, and up until he was 4 years old, he still had his great um, grandfather living because everybody marries, young. And so, not that I advocate marrying young, but it was neat that he still had his great grandfather living. He passed away when he was 4, but he got to meet him when he was 2 months old, because they live upstate Indiana, so we didn't get up there a whole lot. And then he got to see him again when he was a little older, and of course he got to go to the funeral, which is no sad talks today. That has been a while in the past. My son's 24 now, so it was 20 years ago. I'm telling my age. I'm 48, and I had my son when I was 24, which I think is a good age because, you really want to be able to get down on the floor and play with them. And I didn't know at the time, but I was going to come down with rheumatoid arthritis, and I can't get down on the floor or go walking or go to a park, or, I mean, I can go to the park, but I can't, if you have younger kids, you know what I'm talking about. You got to chase them and keep them safe. So I couldn't do that now, so God knew. But anyway, on to other subjects. So yeah, shawl season, yay! Other things that I'm doing is, I've talked about it on my video yesterday and the night before that, but I've got some more of it done so that I can show you. And oh my gosh, the curling. I'm knitting this one with Lion Brand US 11 really pretty orange knitting needles. It almost glows in the light. I love it so much. Normally I'm a bamboo person. I've got a whole handful of bamboo knitting needles, but these I won. Well, I didn't win them. They got put in a Smiley's. Smiley's closed down. It was a little yarn shop that Creative Grandma shopped at, and I'm sure other people did, but I got the tip from Creative Grandma that they were doing closeout. That was a while back ago, or I would have let y'all know. But I got a bunch of yarn from there, some really nice yarn, and they threw in these knitting needles, a blue pair and a purple pair. These were my favorite. So anyway, I'm knitting on those. And with knit, I'm sure all the knitters know, I'm not a knitter, but I do sometimes knit. Curling. Oh my goodness. It's like a sleeve. It's going to be a cowl once I get it all knitted up, and then, Mobius cows, I can't even, it'd be hard to show you with this piece until it gets bigger, but Mobius cows, you twist it, and then you knit it together, sew it together, and then it'll have like a crisscross pattern, right here. Well, you could wear it in whichever where you want to wear it, but I always leave the crisscross right here. Makes for a better fit, I think. But anyway, this is out of that Clever Girl Yarnaceous Jurassic Park Club yarn that I got from the Wool Workshop. Oh, by the way, it's superwash merino, and it's so soft. I love it so much. I am totally in love with this. It's springy. It'll, if it was going to be a sweater, it would have had a really good drape. But it's not. It's going to be a cowl. But yeah, so, and I know you can, please ignore my messages on my phone. I know you can do like a stocking knit stitch, I guess you'd call it, along the edge, but I don't like that. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to block it. I'm ordering some really inexpensive blocking pads and pins on Amazon, and I'm gonna block it. Also, there's this thing that I found out, and I'm sure all the knitters out there or anybody that works with wool knows it, and I didn't, but it's called Eucalan, but it's a wool wash, and you can get it just about anywhere, but I think I'm getting it from Joann's because they had a bottle for $3.18 that I'm going to order. But anyway, so I saw a video. As soon as I find it again, I'll link it up there. But what they did was they put it in a basin, a little plastic tub, and they put that wool wash in there, and then you soak it in the wool wash, and then you gently wring it out, and then you lay it, on the blocking mat, and you put the pins down, which I've never done before, so that's going to be an experience I'll talk about later, I'm pretty sure. But I hope I do a good job. Anyway, so yeah, that's what I got this from yesterday, where I had just like 3 little lines probably I worked on it all evening last night. I'm not a fast knitter by any means. Sorry about the curling. But yeah, and I put what I call a stocking neck stitch. I'm not really sure. I'll have to look it up to make sure, but that's what I did on the edge there. And I was going to do it all the way like that, but then I thought, well, I would like it knitted, knit stitch, because I really like, just the plain knit stitch. So, but then, when I do twist it, some of it's going to show the purl, but I think it's going to make it look textured anyway. And if it doesn't work out, I can always frog it and make a hat, but I think it's going to work out. We'll see. I got my hopes up. I'm a Pollyanna, if you haven't noticed yet. If you're brand new, welcome. If you like what you see, please subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out, and I get on here and talk every day to you guys, and it really gives me some joy. So I'd like to send all that joy back out to all of my subscribers and everybody that just happens to stop by. And you just mean a really lot to me. So just know that you're all welcome here anytime. And if you want to support the channel, please subscribe, share it with your friends. As soon as I get a few more subscribers, I am going to have a giveaway. I was thinking about how I was going to do that. I'm going to have to get in touch with some other YouTubers that have subscribed to me and ask them a few questions. I thought, I have some overseas subscribers, and the cost of shipping is like really exorbitant, and I know a lot of people they just say, sorry, we're just going to do it in the US. And I thought that's really, I totally with them on that. They can only do what they can do for themselves. I'm very limited. I have a very tight budget because of my health issues, but I thought, that'd be really sad. I don't really want to exclude anybody, especially the people that were so nice to come and subscribe to me. So I thought for any of my overseas viewers or out of country, anywhere in our United States, and the America, Canada, Mexico, which anything farther south than that, if anybody is subscribed and it's like going to be a long distance and the shipping fees would be just not okay for me, I thought about giving like a $20 Amazon gift card, or some other international, or maybe just a Visa. I have to find out what people can use that are from different countries, because there may be some things that, like if I send a Joann's, I'm sure that there's a Joann's a lot of places, but maybe you're from a country that doesn't have a Joann's, or you can't get to a Joann's. So I was thinking maybe Visa or Amazon. Most people have Amazon, and plus you can get online, but you don't want to get online and then have to pay this ton of shipping fees if you don't have that store in your country. So any ideas would be great. If any of y'all that have done this for way longer than I have, and you got any tips, please let me know, and I may be contacting you just through text. I promise I won't show up at your door or anything. But I want to do a subscriber giveaway because I really appreciate you all so much, and I have a ton of yarn, so it wouldn't be too hard for me to do that. I would basically just have to pay the shipping. So that's about all. I think I've taken up enough of your time, but I've been getting some positive feedback, so that's really good. If you have any comments that you'd like to give, any constructive criticism in a nice way, I'm more than willing to listen. Haters will just be ignored. I'm not going to get into it with anybody because it's just not worth it. Life is too short. I just want to spread joy, and you all are giving me joy. I'd like to give some back, so hopefully we get those numbers up, and I will be able to have a fun giveaway. Those are always so fun. I join in every one that I see, and I've won a couple. So if you don't enter, you can't win. So I've entered a ton. But it's always so fun because you get on there and you're like, is it going to be me? And then when it is, you're like, oh, I can't believe it. But anyway, that's just a lot of fun. So anyway, thank you guys for stopping by, and thank you for staying this long if you stayed this long through the video. And if you know anybody that would also like this content, please pass it along. I would so much appreciate it. Thank you. See you next time.